everyone, today I've got your Selma movie review. This movie is a historical event where Martin Luther King takes center stage and Hollywood has made a movie about his life. So I guess that's really cool. As far as the story goes, this is a very powerful, moving film that brings up a lot of race issues and civil rights issues during the 60s. And it shows that not everyone has equal rights, and this is meant to be a good learning experience for everyone to watch. I mean, I definitely felt like I learned a lot, and there are some things that, I didn't know what was going on, and there were some very surprising moments, and events that were happening that were total shock to me, and it was just really intense to watch. As far as the casting goes, you've got British actor David Oyelowo, who plays this iconic role for which he's been given an awards nomination for to play Martin Luther King, and he couldn't be a better choice. He really gets into his character by his voice and his stature, so you really find him to be believable and that he really is playing the great Martin Luther King. And while there's some familiar actors who converted over from The Butler, which was also an equally racial film, this was just very inspiring and emotional. You've got Oprah Winfrey, who was in this movie from The Butler. You've got Cuba Gooding Jr. There are just plenty more actors to name. You've got Tom Wilkinson, who plays the current president, and he's all for the civil rights movement until all goes downhill and the crazies start to come out. And I'm not talking about the people who were marching, because they were being very brave in this movie. This movie did remind me a lot of The Butler as far as like what was happening, because it's basically showing like the same things that are happening during like this time period. So you get a huge sense that it's like historically accurate, and hopefully it is, because I'm not exactly sure, but I know this really gets down to the point of what was happening during the 60s. As far as things that I liked about this movie, I mean, if 12 Years a Slave was a historical movie worthy of the Oscars, why can't this one be too? I know this has been getting a lot of buzz, and I would expect it to take home some awards. I know that it just won for Best Original Song, so I hope that's not the only thing that it will win for. Seriously. It was a good song, though, because Common and Pharrell, who wrote and sang the song. This country has had a lot to deal with race issues recently. You had that whole Trayvon Martin case, and then you had some other things that were happening, and people who were like dying, and then it turns into a whole race issue. So this movie definitely should come to everyone's attention and open their eyes to a great experience of filmmaking, because some scenes were very violent than others, and it could make you cringe at the reality of what was happening, or it could even make you cry, which it almost slightly did. It almost made me it was just really surprising for what it was. So overall, I would say that this movie was a pretty good film. I wouldn't say it's the best film I've seen, but it definitely is one that can turn into a huge learning experience for those who want to know more about what happened during the civil rights movement and all these things that were happening. So I would definitely recommend checking out seeing this movie if you haven't, and I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of Selma, and as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can still like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.